Hey everybody, it's once again Detector unboxing time. This is, if you remember the last video I did, you may remember me mentioning that I had something else coming, and, well, here it is. So, let's go ahead and carefully cut the package open. Oh, just cut the box. Alright, I think that's newspaper. Let's leave that out. And wow, heavy. Here it is. Huh. Mine doesn't have a label on the box. Okay, well that's different, unless it fell off. Nope. So this was from a lot of a bunch of other ones, and all the other ones had a label on the front here with the model information, but mine doesn't. So this is not a contract. Well, it might be a contractor model actually, but since mine is missing that tag, it looks even more like a contractor model. So put it down here. And since you don't get a clue for what's inside on the box, I guess we just have to open it up and find out ourselves. If I can get it open. Oh, and it's upside down, of course. Try that again. You guys can see this. There she is. So this, first of all, inspection tag, once more. This is, oh, there's no manual either. Oh, that's a shame. You really dropped the bag on this one. But anyways, here's the unit itself. This is the Thermo-Dynamics Pyro-Sentinel smoke detector, model 104. And this one is actually, as you can see, it looks very, very similar to the one I just got recently. This one, the M-Heart Quickset, model 357. That's because this one is also a rebrand of the Pyrotector Smoke Sentinel, but it's not a rebrand of the Smoke Sentinel model that this one is. This one is actually a rebrand of the older version of the Smoke Sentinel. So let me get you guys down here. And so this one here, as I mentioned before, is a rebranded Smoke Sentinel model 30-52, or actually the line cord powered model, which is 32. Pretty sure it's 30-52L or something like that. This one is a rebranded Smoke Sentinel model 30-04. And these came out, these are actually the predecessors to these. So they do look very similar. They're about the same size. But the main difference is that this one, as you remember, is plastic. This one is made of metal. So it's a lot heavier, as I mentioned. This one also has an LED indicator on it. This one uses a very different sensor technology, or the same sensor technology, but a different type of sensor. It also has a photoelectric sensor inside, but unlike this one, which uses an LED, it has both the power indicator and an LED for the photoelectric sensor. This one uses an incandescent bulb, just like the original, like the Smoke Sentinel 255S, which I actually have right over here. So it's kind of like a modified version of this one. So yeah, these came out after the 255S and before the 30-52. So this is kind of like the, I guess, next generation model, you would call it. Now this one is a rebrand. It's rebranded by, like I said, I think the company's called Thermo-Dynamics. Although the label on the box just said Dynamics. And actually, this one, it also just says Dynamics Incorporated. So I don't know if this is Thermo-Dynamics or if this is an entirely different company called just Dynamics. So it's very weird. This is the mounting bracket here on the back. It's held on by this thumb screw, and I'll go ahead and remove that for you so you can see the entire label itself. So it looks like that just comes off like that. Okay, and that just slides through. And so that's what it looks like without the bracket or the thumb screw. And on the reverse side now, you can see, once again, the label. Looks very similar to this one's label. And like that, this one, it also has the horn on the back side that faces out towards the wall. This one, however, is a delta alarm horn, which is very interesting because I haven't seen one of these actually with a delta alarm horn, I think. I know most of them used Faraday, like this one. There's some that I think used Edwards. But yeah, I've not seen one that used a delta alarm, so that's very interesting and very different. Now there is the UL sticker. This one is issue number 415. So it's a fair bit earlier than that one, of course, as we all should be obvious. But I don't know if that's a date code, 2375, maybe 75. Certainly, I guess it's possible because this one is from 77. Obviously, it makes sense that this one would be a few years older. So the incandescent bulb goes underneath of here, and I'll take this thing off in a second to show you. But there's a lens right there which is green, so it's powered the incandescent bulb, which also functions as the photoelectric sensor beam, will light up and it will shine through this lens here. And of course this here is the smoke inlet, but it's also oriented where the horn is, so I guess it kind of also acts as like a horn output, so to speak, to some extent. Yeah, so now the original Pyrotector models would not have this wood grain piece on here. This is an added part added by Dynamics, I guess, when they rebranded this. The original ones were just white here, but this bottom part here, notice that there's like this trapezoid piece. I think that the original Pyrotector ones, this piece also extended all the way out to there, kind of like on this, like that piece right there. And fun fact, M-Heart or Kwikset, well, technically they're both the same thing because this is M-Heart division of Kwikset division of M-Heart. They also rebranded this model. I can't remember what the model number of that one was, but it looked basically like the original Pyrotector version without the wood grain, and it had this trapezoidal piece there. So, you also may notice that there's no test lever on the side or anywhere really. This one is, you must use smoke to test it, so it predates the test lever being added. Also, didn't even notice there's another smoke inlet on the top there. So I'm going to get a screwdriver and I'm going to open up that back compartment there and show you guys what the inside of that bulb area looks like. Those screws are actually kind of difficult to get out. So now this piece, which says spare lamp inside, if I should... Oh, okay, so this is the actual like lamp socket there, which fits into... That's the sensor right there, which it sticks into. You can see the little hole right there, and there's a spare lamp taped right there. So there's no way this bulb isn't good. I mean, this has never been used before, so put that back on. And I don't think there's a way to actually like open the unit up itself, unless maybe those screws. I'm not going to open it up because I don't feel like breaking it, but the unit, just like this one, it's sealed. You're not supposed to open the cover. So I'm going to get this back plate back on here. Alright, I put that plate back on, and I also put the bracket back on, so see with the thumb screw. Now I'm going to uncoil the cord now. And I can get this twisty tie off of here. Move the M-Heart over. And let's power it up now and see if it works. So, plug it in 3, 2, 1. Oh! Plug wasn't in all the way there for a second, but you can see the light lit right up. It's a really nice little soft green glow of that bulb shining through there. And I think, can you see it through the side? No, you can't see it through the side. That makes sense. It kind of sticks into that little sensor chamber there in the sensor. So now I'm going to attempt to test this one. I have somewhere, here they are, matches. So I'm going to put you guys up here on the tripod. And I do not like testing detectors that don't have test buttons. But we're going to see if this works. So I'm optimistic because it's a photoelectric detector. So let's try a couple matches first. Here we go. Whoa. Just put a little soot on the unit there for a second from that match igniting. I hope it doesn't have a delay or anything, like I put it down and it starts sounding. Let's try again. Okay, so another common theme that these have, because like I said, this was from a lot of, there were 5 others, and other collectors bought these same ones. And they said that it took a while for it to go off, or for it to stop sounding after they tested them. I mean, that wasn't as bad as some of the other ones, that the other videos that people were sending, but I will say this is 100 times louder than that one. Like that, that is nothing compared to this. So the Delta alarm clearly wins the volume contest. Yeah, it still works. It senses smoke. Senses still pretty sensitive. Again, not surprised because it's a photoelectric detector that runs off the principle of the scattered light for detecting smoke. So yeah, I guess I'll show you guys the box really quickly. Here's the pack of mounting hardware I forgot to show you. It came with attached to the back of the unit here. And the box, here's that inspection tag, packed by RT, inspected by, there's nobody that they're listed. Like I said, unfortunately no manual, so you don't get to see that, but the box, like I said, should have a label there that says Dynamics Incorporated and the model number and Pyro-Sentinel smoke detector, and so on and so forth. But other than that, I am extremely thrilled to have this unit. I've been after the square Smoke Sentinels for a long time, if you remember, as I mentioned in that video. So I have both the 1st generation and 2nd generation models now. Very happy to have them. Yeah, so I think that does it for this video. That is the Dynamics Incorporated Pyro-Sentinel smoke detector, model 104, the rebranded Pyrotector Smoke Sentinel, model 30-04. Oh, and of course, a line cord powered unit. They did have ones that were hardwired directly, but this one's also special because it's the line cord powered model as well. Another interesting little tidbit there. So, yeah, I think that's about it for this video. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.